They should have told me how important virginity was. You see, I didn't have the conversation of sex growing up. It was basically, don't do it. Don't have it. If you have it, I know that you having it because you're going to walk funny, so you're going to be able to hide it from me. But nobody actually talked to me about sex. If they had, I do believe that, I think in black homes it's kind of fear that if we bring up the subject, now they thinking about it. But we was already thinking about it. But had you had a conversation with me about how important my virginity was and what it means to God and to me and what it will mean to my future husband, then I do believe that I would have waited to have sex. I don't believe that I would have been out there just trying to get rid of it, my virginity. Like, I was missing out and, everyone else was doing it and I need to catch up. So, I kind of wish that conversation would have been had in my black home. Not just, the fear of having sex. If I have sex, they're going to find out and you're going to get whooped. But really, like, what happens to you when you lose your virginity, the connection that you have, the spiritual connection that you have when you lose your virginity, when you do, when sex is reintroduced, you thinking about those last and past experiences, or just, that you're worth it. You're worth saving yourself for one person who is worth you, who is, going to be the man of your dreams, who's going to take care of you, who's going to be a partner for you, who's going to be a man of God, who's going to honor you and respect you and wait for you. I wish that they would have told me how important my virginity was, and how, kind of admirable and how good it was, and to keep my virginity instead of trying to scare me out of having sex, because it didn't scare me. All it did was scare me from coming to the people that were to teach me, my parents and stuff. All it did was scare me from telling them that I was thinking about sex, or that it was on my mind, or when I did have sex. All it did was scare me from being honest with you, but it did not scare me from or stop me from having sex. And I hope that anybody watching that is still a virginity, that you do abstain from sex and then you do save it for marriage. Because you are worth waiting for. Your virginity is important. You have value, so does your virginity. And the man that you marry, the man that puts you before all else, and like Christ did the church, is going to be worth it. And he's going to wait for you. And it's just a special gift. And I just wish somebody, would have told me that growing up. And even looking back as a married woman, I do say to myself, you know what, I wish I would have saved myself for marriage. And that's just my point of view.